Alright, we're gonna go to one more caller. Let's see who we got on the list. Alright, this is Butch. Hi, Butch.
Hi, what's up, man? I was just calling because I just don't know what's going on right now. There's this flashing light.
Okay, we're gonna just call all the calls now because there's too many random people calling in. Sorry about this, Professor. Before we get some more calls in, let's talk a bit more about what this book is. What are you aiming to do once this book is out there?
My prime aim is to counter the effect that over 40% of the United States of America do not believe in evolution. They do not believe in the Montrevian process, or the evolutionary process that they derived from themselves. And I believe to counter this pathetic belief in deities that have absolutely no scientific basis whatsoever. Why don't they believe in the magic juju monster from the Dufferin, or the magic juju monster from the water, or the 4-4, or Zeus, or Count Gregor?
Juju monster is myth. It's pure myth. We know that.
So is Belmont and all of these other fairy tale creatures.
There are holy books. There are evidence. You can't just dismiss that. Okay.
But I'm sure the Africans have the holy books as well.
Okay, let me ask you this question then, Dawkins. You know when they were trying to work out what the atom looked like, they came up with so many different models before they actually realized what it looked like? Isn't that what you're doing? You're just making many, many arguments, and in the end you'll probably just come back and say, do you know what? The holy books were correct.
I'm sorry, your question makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Yes, it does. I'm putting it in your perspective.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer that question.
Oh, why? Why not?
Because it's preposterous.
It's not preposterous.
I'm Professor Montre Dawkins. I've got a PhD from Oxford University. I've studied the human genome and the Montrevian evolutionary process from looking at fossils.
The more reason to answer my question.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer. Why don't you get in a professional to call in?
Okay, fine. We got a few professionals here. Let me check my papers. Alright, this is Dr. Gregory. Let's get Dr. Gregory on the show. Hello, Dr. Gregory.
Sorry, is this the Dr. Gregory?
Yes, this is the Dr. Gregory. We got him on the phone. Hello? Hello? Is Dawkins there?
Yes.
I'm Dr. Gregory. Can I help you?
Oh, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you. And you are here because?
Well, I'm here propagating my new book.
Yes, the horrible filth that you are spreading.
Excuse me?
It's utter filth. It's utter filth.
And what's your scientific basis for that?
Just look around you.
Yes, I'm looking.
Right, there you go.
Excuse me? Hello? What's the matter?
We just lost contact with Dr. Gregory. Oh, that wasn't Dr. Gregory? Oh, I'm sorry. That was just a crazy English guy. We're gonna have to find out what happened to Dr. Gregory. So it seems that you're having no luck today.
Sorry?
I said you're having no luck today.
Oh, there's no such thing as luck.
Oh, really? So what's your theory actually based on then?
Pure coincidence.
We're gonna go to a break right now. Again. And when we come back, we're gonna take one more caller and see who is actually in the right.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm here to tell you about Le Manche de la Creme. Le Manche de la Creme gets all those nasty imperfections and depression lines from out of your skin. Le Manche de la Creme uses the latest technology created from bone marrow extracts. Le Manche de la Creme has been approved by Montre Dawkins and supports the development of this totally cool product. Get it now for only $89.99 per bottle.
Hi, we are back, and we are back with Professor Montre Dawkins again.
Good evening.
Continuing this debate, and how are you finding it so far, Montre Dawkins?
Excellent, actually. I've got absolutely no challenge whatsoever.
Yeah? Okay then. Well, let's actually get Dr. Gregory, the real Dr. Gregory, on the phone. So, Dr. Gregory.
Yes, this is Dr. Gregory.
You want to have a chat with Montre Dawkins here?
Oh, yes, my greatest adversary. Hello?
Hello, Dr. Gregory. How do you do?
I do good, thank you, and how do you do?
I'm Professor Montre Dawkins. I'm ecstatic.
Okay. So, you have been giving out this book, and you've been saying so many things, but we know they are wrong. Some things may have some good basis, and maybe it took place, but it wouldn't have happened by itself, and I have proof of this, because you hold a box, and you see what happens by itself. Nothing.
Right. Okay, go on.
Yes. So, if you have a box and you plan to make a new universe in the box, it simply won't happen. And why is this?
Well, you see, there is no box. There was a singularity of 10 billion years ago. Now this expanded infinitely, and atoms were brought about, and these collided, and over millions and millions of millions of reactions, there came about hydrogen and oxygen.
Explain where
Sorry?
these atoms have come from, though. Where have they originated?
From the singularity.
Where?
And the
Where does the
singularity,
singularity come from?
It's
The singularity is not something that science can explain, can it? It is something else, something higher, a higher being.
yes, well, just because we can't explain it doesn't mean some crazy fairy tale placed it there. Now, why would you believe that, since there's no explanation whatsoever for scientifically, that some crazy old bearded man came out of the sky and plopped it there?
Who said he was beardy? I didn't say he was beardy.
Well, I assume this because that is how Saint Gregor, Mike Greg, is described, or how the Juju monster from Mudaffarine is described,
It is to
as
show
an old
wisdom.
bearded man.
It is to show wisdom, because somebody with a big beard must have lived many years, especially if it is grey.
Ow! I've just spilled some tea all over my lap. This reminds me of my old argument, the teapot atheist. Now, do you believe in a giant teapot that surrounds the world and created all matter?
I'm not going to sit here and debate something like that. If that's somebody else's belief, I'm here to talk about creationism. That's not creationism.
Yeah,
That's
please,
just-
please, just answer my question. Do you believe in this?
No, I don't.
Well, doesn't that make you an atheist to the teapot? So aren't we all
The
teapot
but
atheists?
not to Saint Gregor.
But you understand my point. Why is it that your Saint Gregor has any more validity than a teapot floating in the sky? Or
So you're
the
going to tell me
flying
that when
fairy
Einstein
monster?
was fighting with those other scientists to try and get their points across because they had two different ideas about how certain reactions are carried out, and you're going to tell me that quantum physics, that was just something that you could just say,
Well,
hey,
don't you
that
understand
person is
that
correct.
the very
No, I'm
fact-
sorry, okay, because it's the same thing. It's something that you
The
can't
very
explain.
fact that you say that there is no scientific basis for this, and you just say, oh, Greg did it. Oh, it doesn't matter because Greg did it. We don't know, so Greg did it. Well, why don't you believe that there is no Greg, so that you can find out what actually happened?
We have.
It's-
We've done studies, and all we've found is that we can't come to one single conclusion. Instead, every year we change it.
Well, that just means we improve it. Like with adaptations.
We go
That's
to
how
the next
the Montrevian
year, back to our
evolved,
first
through
one.
improving throughout year upon year.
We say, first of all, hey, this is bad to eat. Then next year they say it's the best thing to eat and it's a superfood. But then the next year they say it can cause cancer. So you tell me how science is helping people. It helps people to an extent, but it can't sort our own problems out.
What do you think saves you when you have a heart attack? Because you're so obese. You're an obese, fat
Whoa,
moron.
hold on a second. You don't
Idiot.
sit there and insult me because of my weight. I could insult you because of your grey hair. Would you like that, you old
How
fart?
dare you?
You're an old
My
fart.
grey hair and glasses have absolutely no basis.
I'm not continuing this
insult.
debate. I'm going. Okay, well that was Dr. Gregory.